Metal Bench Chronicles, where metal lives. That's right, and we got the return of Metal Album Warfares here for this episode. That's right. And I picked out a couple good ones from 1988 here. That's right. I thought this would be pretty interesting considering, 1988 was 35 years ago. And 35 years ago is when I got into metal. So anyways, let's get this episode started. So we got the 1988 album, released on May 5th, 1988 on Atlantic Megaforce. We got the second album by Testament, The New Order. And that's right, I brought out these cassette tapes that I've had for quite a long time. So that's going up against Suicidal Tendencies. How Can I Laugh Tomorrow When I Can't Even Smile Today? Released on September 14th, 1988 on Columbia Records, Epic Records. That's right, and that would be their first on a major label at the time. Major labels were signing thrash like crazy at the time. Anyways, let's get right on to it here. So, to begin things, here on Metal Album Warfares, we got Eerie Inhabits by Testament versus Trip at the Brain by Suicidal Tendencies. Oh my god, both excellent tracks here. I'm going to have to honestly go with Trip at the Brain for this one. So yeah, Suicidal Tendencies gets the point there. I just think it's a better track. So then we got The New Order, the title track, obviously, by Testament, going up against Hearing Voices. Both really good songs. I think I'm going to have to go with The New Order. So we got a tie here at 1-1. Okay, so up next, we got Trial by Fire going up against Pledge of Allegiance. Trial by Fire by Testament, obviously, and Pledge of Allegiance by Suicidal Tendencies. This is a really tough one. I'm going to have to go with Pledge of Allegiance. So that's a point for Suicidal. So Suicidal is in the lead. Okay, so then we got the title track, we got Into the Pits first by Testament, going up against the title track from Suicidal Tendencies, How Will I Laugh Tomorrow When I Can't Even Smile Today? Oh my god. That's an excellent track too, but I gotta give it to Into the Pits. So it looks like we are tied again. Alright, so moving on, we got Hypnosis. Hypnosis going up against, look here. Oh yeah, The Miracle, going up against The Miracle. Alright, I'm going to have to give that one to probably The Miracle by Suicidal Tendencies. Hypnosis is just a 2-minute instrumental. And The Miracle's a killer track. So yeah, The Miracle gets that point. So I believe that puts Suicidal, I believe that's a tie again, yeah. Anyways, moving on here. So we got Disciples of the Watch. Obey, or I'll put them to your cross. Going up against, by Testament that is, going up against Surf and Slam by Suicidal Tendencies. Surf and Slam's just an instrumental track. It's a good instrumental, but I'm going with Disciples of the Watch, so Testament gets the point. Alright. I believe we're tied again. Okay, so now we got The Preacher. That's right, going up against. Oh, let me look here. Where am I at here? If I Don't Wake Up. Oh. A good track by Suicidal, but man, I gotta go with The Preacher by Testament. I think it's a better track. Okay, so now we got Nobody's Fault, which is an Aerosmith cover done by Testament, going up against Sorry by Suicidal Tendencies. Now, both these tracks are probably my least favorite tracks on each album. However, I'm going to have to go with the Aerosmith cover Nobody's Fault by Testament. So that puts Testament ahead. All right. So up next we got Day of Reckoning by Testament going up against. Don't know why. Some of these tracks I can't memorize. Day of Reckoning going up against One Too Many Times by Suicidal Tendencies. A decent track, but I gotta go with Day of Reckoning. Day of Reckoning to me is a better track. And to end it off, we got the last track from Testament here, Musical Death a Dirge, an instrumental kind of in the style of Call of Cthulhu, going up against, I believe it's, The Filling's Back by Suicidal Tendencies. A good track too, but man, I think I like Musical Death just a little better. Man, well, Testament definitely won this. So yeah, Testament's The New Order wins the 7, and Suicidal Tendency. How will I laugh tomorrow when I can't even smile today comes in at 3 points. Wow. So Testament's The New Order is the victor in this Metal Albums Warfare episode. Anyways, I want to thank Music of Destruction for talking me into bringing these episodes back. I know I've had a couple other people wanting me to bring these episodes back. I believe Speed King was one of them. There was somebody else too, but I can't remember who. Anyways, they're back. And yes, I'm thinking Metal Album Warfare will be every Tuesday. That's right. Anyways, this is your comeback episode of Metal Albums Warfare. Like, comment, subscribe. By the way, shout out to Music of Destruction, Dammy Jank, Thrall to Metal, and everybody else out there that has great YouTube channels. It is true about this music. Alright guys, keep it metal, and stay tuned for more here on Metal Ben's Chronicles.